Welcome to our deep dive into the eerie world of ghost ships and forgotten stories from the deep. Today, we uncover the most mysterious destructions that have baffled historians and sailors alike. For centuries, the vast and unforgiving ocean has swallowed vessels and their crews, leaving behind only whispers and speculation. These maritime mysteries continue to fascinate us, reminding us of the immense power of the sea and the fragility of human life. Join me as we navigate treacherous waters and attempt to unravel the enigmas surrounding these ill-fated voyages. The year is 1872. A seemingly undamaged American merchant brigantine, the Mary Celeste, is found adrift and eerily deserted in the vast expanse of the Atlantic Ocean. Her sails are partially set, some still fully intact, billowing gently in the wind. The cargo aboard remains untouched, and supplies are plentiful. Yet, the lifeblood of the vessel, her crew, have vanished without a trace. The ship's log tells a tale of a routine voyage, with the last entry noting nothing unusual. But what could have compelled a seasoned captain, Benjamin Briggs, to abandon ship along with his crew and family? Theories abound, each more outlandish than the last. Piracy, though a constant threat in those times, seems unlikely given the undisturbed cargo and valuables. Mutiny amongst the crew has been proposed, but the peaceful and orderly state of the ship casts doubt on such a struggle. Some whisper of sea monsters, colossal creatures of the deep dragging the crew to their doom. Others point to waterspouts, sudden and violent meteorological events capable of sweeping men off their feet. The Mary Celeste stands as a haunting reminder of the unpredictable nature of the sea. A phantom ship, forever frozen in time, her secrets remain locked in the watery depths, a chilling testament to the mysteries that lie beneath the waves. Out of the mists of time and legend sails a ghost ship, forever bound to roam the seas. The Flying Dutchman. This spectral vessel has captured the imaginations of sailors and storytellers for centuries, becoming a symbol of the unknown and the supernatural. A spectral vessel, often described as glowing with an eerie light, she is a sight both mesmerizing and terrifying. The glow is said to be otherworldly, casting an unearthly pallor on the waves around her. She is said to be captained by a man driven to madness, cursed to sail the oceans for eternity. This captain, often depicted with a wild look in his eyes, is a tragic figure forever bound to his doomed vessel. Sailors throughout history have recounted chilling tales of encountering the Flying Dutchman. These stories, passed down through generations, speak of ghostly apparitions and eerie encounters that defy explanation. Some describe her as a phantom, appearing suddenly from the fog and vanishing just as quickly. These fleeting glimpses leave sailors questioning their own senses and the reality of what they have seen. Others claim she sails at impossible speeds, her rigging howling with the cries of her damned crew. The sound of the wind through her sails is said to be like the wailing of lost souls, a haunting melody that chills the heart. The legend of the Flying Dutchman is believed to have originated in the 17th century, a time when superstition and maritime folklore were deeply intertwined with the lives of sailors. During this era, the sea was a place of great mystery and danger, and tales of ghost ships were common. One popular telling speaks of a Dutch captain, Vanderdecken, who in a fit of rage defied God himself. His defiance was not just an act of rebellion but a challenge to the very forces of nature. As punishment for his hubris, he and his ship were condemned to sail the seas forever, a warning to all who dared challenge the might of the ocean. This eternal voyage serves as a grim reminder of the consequences of defying the natural order. Whether a true ghost ship or a figment of sailors' imaginations, the Flying Dutchman remains a potent symbol of the dangers and mysteries of the sea. Her legend endures, captivating the minds of those who hear her tale. She serves as a reminder that even in the vast expanse of the ocean, there are forces beyond our understanding, forces that command respect and inspire awe. The Flying Dutchman is a testament to the enduring power of maritime legends and the human fascination with the unknown. Chapter 3. The SS Ourang Medan's SOS from the grave. The chilling distress call crackled across the airwaves, a desperate plea for help from the SS Ourang Medan, a Dutch merchant ship sailing the Straits of Malacca in 1947. The message was received by multiple ships and coastal radio stations, sending a wave of panic and urgency through the maritime community. The message, chilling in its simplicity, sent shivers down the spines of those who heard it. All officers, including captain, are dead. The voice on the other end was filled with a sense of dread and finality, making it clear that something truly horrifying had occurred on board. Lying in chart room and on bridge, probably whole crew dead. The words painted a grim picture of a ship in utter chaos with no one left to steer it to safety. A string of garbled Morse code followed, culminating in the final haunting words, "I die." This last transmission was like a death knell, echoing through the ether and leaving an indelible mark on those who received it. Responding to the distress call, a nearby merchant ship, the Silver Star, located the Ourang Medan adrift at sea. The crew of the Silver Star prepared themselves for a rescue mission, not knowing what horrors awaited them. Boarding the seemingly abandoned vessel, a horrifying sight awaited them. The silence was deafening, broken only by the creaking of the ship and the lapping of the waves against its hull. The entire crew lay dead, their bodies strewn across the decks, their faces frozen in expressions of sheer terror. It was as if they had seen something so terrifying that it had literally scared them to death. There were no signs of violence, no obvious cause of death. The ship was eerily calm, with no indication of a struggle or any external damage. The ship itself appeared undamaged, her cargo untouched. Everything seemed in order except for the lifeless bodies of the crew. Yet the crew lay lifeless, their deaths a macabre enigma. The mystery deepened as the rescuers found no clues to explain the sudden demise of the entire crew. As the Silver Star attempted to tow the Ourang Medan to port, a fire erupted in her hold, forcing them to abandon ship. The flames spread rapidly, consuming the vessel and sealing its fate. Shortly thereafter, the Ourang Medan exploded and sank beneath the waves, taking her secrets with her. The explosion was so powerful that it obliterated any remaining evidence that could have explained the tragedy. Theories surrounding the fate of the Ourang Medan abound. Maritime historians and enthusiasts have long debated the possible causes of the mysterious deaths and the subsequent explosion. Some speculate a dangerous cargo, perhaps potassium cyanide or nitroglycerin, leaked and poisoned the crew. The presence of such hazardous materials could explain the sudden and unexplained deaths. Others point to a possible pirate attack, though the lack of violence on board remains perplexing. Pirates typically leave signs of struggle, but the Ourang Medan showed none. Some even whisper of paranormal activity, citing the crew's terrified expressions as evidence of an otherworldly encounter. Could it be that the Ourang Medan crossed paths with something beyond our understanding? Something that left its crew in a state of mortal fear? Chapter 4. The Vanishing Crew of the Carroll A. Deering. The desolate and windswept shores of Cape Hatteras, North Carolina, hold the secrets of yet another maritime mystery, the baffling case of the Carroll A. Deering. This area, often referred to as the Graveyard of the Atlantic, has a long history of shipwrecks and unexplained disappearances, adding to the eerie atmosphere surrounding this particular incident. This five-masted schooner, once a symbol of American shipbuilding prowess, met an eerie end in 1921, her story forever etched in the annals of unexplained disappearances at sea. The Carroll A. Deering was a majestic vessel, built to withstand the harshest of ocean conditions, making her fate all the more perplexing. The Carroll A. Deering was discovered aground, her sails fully set, her lifeboats missing. The sight was haunting, as if the ship had been abandoned in a hurry, leaving behind an unsettling silence. The ship's logbook, along with navigational equipment and the crew's personal belongings, had vanished. This absence of crucial items deepened the mystery, as it suggested that the crew had left intentionally, but under what circumstances? The only clues to the crew's fate were a few scattered dishes on a table and a pot of half-cooked food on the galley stove, suggesting a sudden and unexplained departure. It was as if the crew had been interrupted in the middle of their daily routines, forced to leave everything behind. Speculation ran rampant. Theories ranged from the plausible to the fantastical, each trying to make sense of the inexplicable. Some whispered of piracy, pointing to an increase in pirate activity in the region at the time. The idea of pirates boarding the ship and forcing the crew to abandon it was a popular theory among locals. Others suggested mutiny, citing possible tensions between the captain and his crew. The possibility of internal conflict leading to such a drastic outcome was not dismissed lightly. The desolate location of the wreck, coupled with the lack of concrete evidence, only fueled the flames of speculation. The remote and isolated nature of the site made it difficult for investigators to gather any definitive clues. Adding to the mystery, several other ships vanished under similar circumstances in the same area around the same time, leading some to believe a sinister force was at play. This pattern of disappearances suggested that the Carroll Deering was not an isolated incident. The graveyard of the Atlantic, as the region is known, earned its name from the countless shipwrecks claimed by its treacherous currents and unpredictable weather. The Carroll Deering's fate remains one of the most enduring mysteries of this notorious maritime graveyard, a testament to the ocean's unforgiving nature and the secrets it holds. Chapter 5: The Silent Voyage of the Kaz II. In the vast expanse of the Coral Sea, a chilling discovery unfolded in 2007. The Kaz II, a catamaran sailboat, was found drifting aimlessly, her engine running, her sails billowing in the wind. Yet, on board, an eerie silence hung in the air. The three-man crew skipper Derek Batten and brothers Peter and James Tunstead had vanished without a trace. The scene that greeted rescuers was both perplexing and unsettling. The table was set for a meal, a laptop computer was open, and the engine was idling. Life jackets remained undisturbed, and there was no indication of foul play or a struggle. It was as if the crew had simply stepped off the face of the earth. The investigation revealed that the Kaz II had recently departed Airlie Beach, setting sail for Townsville. The last known contact with the crew was a radio transmission 3 days prior to the discovery of the drifting vessel. After that, silence. Theories ranged from a rogue wave sweeping the men overboard to a medical emergency incapacitating the crew. Some speculated that one of the men fell overboard, prompting the others to attempt a rescue, only to meet the same fate. However, the calm seas and lack of any distress signals cast doubt on these scenarios. Outro echoes in the deep. These ghost ships and their forgotten stories continue to haunt the seas, leaving us with more questions than answers. What do you think happened to these ill-fated vessels? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more mysterious tales from the deep. The ocean, for all its beauty and wonder, remains a realm of profound mystery. These tales serve as chilling reminders of the untamed power of the sea and the fragility of human life in the face of its vastness. While we may never unravel the mysteries surrounding these ghost ships, their stories continue to captivate our imaginations, urging us to explore the unknown and to respect the enduring power of the deep.